Thank you for tuning in to this week's 3, 2, 1. That's 3 comments on this week's Parsha in 2 minutes with 1 insight. The Parsha this week, teitzei, has one of its most troubling moments in the Torah, one of the most difficult things to hold on to. It says, "What do you do with a wayward and rebellious son? Take him to the elders at the gates of the city, and once proven, he is stoned." Really an impossible thing for us to hold on to and imagine. And it's not an accident that the rabbis, in fact, limit this to basically make it impossible, that the number of stipulations necessary for this to actually occur means that it never has and never will. A second interesting comment comes from the time period we're in. We're beginning the month of Elul, or we did begin the month of Elul, and there is an acronym there. Ani ledodi v'dodi li spells out Elul, if you take the first letter of each Hebrew word, which means I am of my beloved, and my beloved is of me. And the third is about the rules of war. There is this sort of side rule in which you're not allowed to cut down fruit trees. That, like, you might need to cut down trees for war, spears and, whatever war stuff you need. But the fruit trees you have to leave behind. And these together help us manage, shape, and see what to do with this difficult story of the rebellious child. It teaches us, one, that even in our most difficult, maybe especially in our most closest relationships, there are going to be times we want to shut out, separate, cut off, block, say no more. And we should set up the system to make that very hard to do. So we don't do it in a moment of passion and regret it later, but that it's still available to us in those most toxic and difficult relationships. The second is that in those situations, that only works if we feel responsible for the other and they feel responsible for us. That a true loving relationship is one in which there is joint ownership of the couple, of the relationship, the two people. And the third is you can't cut down your fruit trees. Always leave a chance for tomorrow to be better. Always leave a chance that there could be something you don't yet understand that will make tomorrow better than today. Hopefully, we all have wonderful relationships with all of our loved ones, but sometimes they feel wayward and rebellious. When they do, I hope that we have built systems to help us have patience and strength. I hope that we remember to feel joint ownership of this responsibility towards each other. And I hope, at the very least, that we leave the fruit trees a chance for tomorrow open. I'll wish you Shabbat Shalom and have a great week.